FX, which was it? Oh, he just left. These cases are very problematic from the security point of view. Like, how are you going to fight this? Because if the enemy knows which antivirus you're using to secure your organization, they can just modify the malware to be undetectable to particular antivirus you're running. What we're doing in our product to fight this is that we've introduced a feature called Deed Guard, which will keep monitoring what the programs do even after they've been declared clean by our scanning engines. So you double-click on a file, you run it, we scan it before we let it run. If we don't find any known malware from it, we let it run. But we keep monitoring the file as it's being executed, building a score. Like, what is this program doing? Oh, it wrote to registry. It gets 10 points for that. It wrote to system 32-bit folder. That's funny. It gets 20 more points from that. Now it's modifying the process memory of other processes. That's really weird. It gets 40 more points from that. And when it hits a threshold, which is too large, too high, we'll just stop the application, even if we don't find any known virus from it. And that kind of technology is capable of stopping attacks like this, at least in most cases. So the evolving enemy looks pretty much like this, from hobbyists to criminals to spies. So really, today the most likely place for any of us to be a target of a crime is no longer the real world. Today it is the internet. You're much more likely to be hit by a drive-by download than to be mugged by a criminal. This photo was taken in the city of Prague in Czech Republic in Europe, either in 2000 or 2001. This is 29A, one of the last known hobbyist virus-writing gangs. They no longer exist because they were some of the last old-school virus-writing gangs which were just writing viruses for fun and excitement. But I have here another photo. This photo was taken last November in the city of Balakov in western Russia. We have here, from left, Mr. Alexander Petrov, Mr. Denis Stepanov, and Mr. Ivan Maksakov. Ivan Maksakov, on the right, wrote a bot, which they then distributed worldwide by the three of them, infecting 200,000 computers, creating a botnet, which they then used to launch distributed denial of service attacks against web shops, shutting down the websites of online shops for a day or two, then contacting the management of those companies, explaining that we did it, and we'll continue doing it, unless you pay us $20,000. Later on, they were asking for $30,000. In the end, they were asking for $40,000. This is blackmail. This is ransom, or denial of service ransom cases. And these guys attacked hundreds of companies, earning over $4 million with their attacks before they were caught. And they were caught by following the money trail through Lithuania to Moscow to Balakov. So these guys did it to earn $4 million. These guys did it for fun. For $4 million, for fun. For $4 million, for fun. Spot the difference. From funny, happy hobbyists to hardened criminals. That's the change in the end. So where do they actually go about their business? Where is all this buying and selling happening? Well, of course, it's happening online. I have here a couple of screenshots. This is from theftservices.com, which is relevant because this site was running here in Kuala Lumpur. It was shut down earlier this year. It's mostly a Russian site, though, but it's physically running here. Here we have a person called Tabot selling any US bank accounts for sale. Lots of different brokerage accounts for sale. In stock, accounts from other countries, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, Turkey. Price is negotiable. So the online accounts, usernames and passwords that are stolen with phishing and with banking trojans end up to a site like this to be resold. Same thing with credit card numbers. Here we have another seller, again from Theft Services. She's called Drax. She looks nice. She's selling logins in USA for Citibank, for Washington Mutual, for Wachovia, for Bank of America, for Chase. In Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, some others in stock. Ask me if you need something specific. This is from another site. This is from darkmarket.ws. Sylvan is offering distributed denial of service attacks for sale. I will take down any website that you want for $50 a day. This is a great deal on distributed denial of service attacks that cannot be beat by anyone. Buy now. And you even see stuff like this. It was really interesting. This is from Dark Market again. This guy is saying he has some extra Dove stickers that I'm selling. Quality is good. 200 stickers for $1,500. And I was wondering, like, what the hell is a Dove sticker? Why is it so expensive? Like, what are these guys selling? But then I realized, because on the same side you can buy stolen credit card numbers. So what this guy is selling is Dove stickers. And if any of you has a Visa credit card, if you look carefully, you'll have a sticker that has a picture of a dove on your card. That's the hologram. So if you want to buy those card numbers and burn real plastic out of it, if you want to make it look real, you need the hologram. And that's what the guy is saying. Quality is good. Then they need the mules to move money around. The independent or innocent bystanders who are recruited to move the money, launder the money for the criminals. I got this email personally last May. Geneva Finance requires regional representatives. If you speak English and are capable of working a few hours a day, we have a job for you. But you must have no criminal record. Please apply within. Of course, I emailed them immediately. I sent them an email. Hello. Oh, yes. I'm interested. What do I need to do? So I emailed them back. And they emailed me back the next day. Mr. Olaf Kleinzer from Geneva Finance Management Department got in touch with me immediately and was very happy to hear from me and asked me to have a look at the applications he's attaching to the email, which of course I scanned for viruses and checked immediately. They were actually clean. If you look at other information, this guy is supposed to be in Geneva in Switzerland, but his phone number goes to USA, and his email address looks pretty real, oued.org, but it actually is just a placeholder. There's nothing there. So I opened up the documents on a spare machine, and money transfer simplified. There was a long explanation about the job that I was applying for, including that my new job consists of transferring payments. And I will be receiving large amounts of money to my personal account, and my job is to wire that money using Western Union to faraway countries. And as my salary, I get to keep 5% of the sums I'm moving around. This, my friends, is also known as money laundering. People fall for this. They think it's a real job at a real company. Get a job and start moving money around. Well, I didn't. I declined the offer. I'm not quitting my day job. So let's sum it up. Yes, I'd like to tell you the situation is getting better, but it's not. It's getting worse. Whatever obstacles we throw in the way of the enemy, they keep adjusting. These guys are clever. Authorities need to get their act together. Yes, we have local laws in almost any country in the world. That's not the problem. It's the international cooperation that is the problem. That's what we need. You can still stay safe online, following simple things like dropping your Windows box and getting a Mac. That's a good move. Or if you have to run Windows, securing it, dropping IE, having antivirus, having a firewall, having up-to-date patches, not just for the operating system, but for everything you do, and just using your brain. And of course, we're here to help. Thank you very much.